This is 24 Enterprises.
The time for the truth has come. We white people can never apologize to the different ethnic, racial groups of people that we have systematically kidnapped, tortured, raped, and caused to be non-existent today. For the most part, we continue to do the same, as it's in our nature to exploit others for our own selfish benefit. We've created a forward base in what we call the Middle East, which is actually Africa, solely for the purpose of our neo-colonial expansion. We are so good at what we do that right in plain view of the entire world, we are euthanizing Palestinians without regard for age or gender. We have made laws and created economic systems specifically designed to keep wealth out of the hands and pockets, especially of black people. We've brainwashed black people for the most part, after putting them through the worst human suffering imaginable, robbing him of his birthright, his dignity, his culture, his knowledge of self and God. I am ashamed of myself and race.
So there you have it. A trillionaire who's on his deathbed, I believe, gave us a confession of what he has and his family and others like him have done to not only black people, and they like to make a difference between black Americans and Africans and, you know, black Indians, but the way I look at it is, do you get treated like a black Indian? Do you get treated as a African? Do you get treated or like a black person? It's all the same. You understand? And so while we fighting each other, and he just got through telling you that what he's done to you, what people like him have done to you. Look, the West was supposed to be the foremost authority on moving forward and doing the things that they need to do to make their country great. But right now, we're sitting down on the sofa acting like we don't want to know the truth, like an ostrich with our head in the ground. And Africa has taken the lead and showing people what they need to do in order to make some changes in their government, to make some people in our government start paying attention to us. I get so excited sometimes because I'm trying to say to myself, what is it about our people? Are they that brainwashed that they don't hear what this man has just got through telling them? Or do you like being entertained, okay, laughing and joking, smoking, you know, and doing all the things that are unnecessary, while all the things that are necessary are being actually taken from you? I talked about Project 225. I don't even have to talk about when a man gets up there who is not voted in office and tells you if he don't get elected, there's going to be some stuff going down, you know, and we as citizens, legislators, Supreme Court, and all of that, just let that go. It's almost like we don't have a democracy anymore. And I don't know what Biden has done with the digital dollar, but I'm told I can't talk about certain things on this platform. They shut it down in mid-sentence yesterday, okay? That's why you only got a piece of my video yesterday, because they claimed that I was breaking community guidelines. But that's because I believe I'm telling the truth to you. But you know, sometimes you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You could talk to your kids all day long, but if you didn't talk to them when they were toddlers, and if you didn't make them respect you all the way coming up, you can't talk to them now because they're not listening. And that's just how black folks are sometimes. But I'm not just gonna be jumping on, you know, the bandwagon, always talking about our people. Guess what? We not by ourselves no more. This man has just got through telling us, rich people don't care about nobody but themselves. And the way that they're governing and the way that they are approaching things is that they've been lying to their kids, they've been lying to their people, They've been lying to the people that's come over here and telling them, you know, about the American dream. The only American dream is the one for the billionaires and the trillionaires. And if you got $1 million and you could live well, that's fine. And if you feel like that's all you need just for you to make it and you don't care about nobody else, that's good too. If that's the way you feel. But good luck with any kind of happiness and some real soul searching and looking in the mirror, because we need to look in the mirror and see what we have allowed to happen. And I don't think, you know, that people want to be the way they are, but sometimes programming is such a unique and deep subject. It's not only a subject, it's a program that's written by somebody else for someone else to make them do what they want them to do. And right now, I know a lot of us can attest that we love being like the other person. We don't want to be ourselves because that's too dark. You understand? See, this whole Westworld concept has made everybody think the lighter that they can get, the better off they'll be. And when I say that, I mean that. I mean, starting out in Africa, you go to Asia, India, wherever you go, people think the lighter they get, the more accepted they'll be. And the fact is, we're so ignorant that we call ourselves by all kind of things, but we forget. You might want to call it antiquity, but you know one thing, everything has come up black, you know, when they started digging, but they lied and said that it was European. And now the truth is coming out, and that means your Asians, your Indians, you know, your other Indians, American Indians, oh, they hate that. See, nobody wants to be from Africa, but the problem is that's where all the resources and minerals and things are, okay? You don't want to be from there, but you want to go over there and exploit it. And most black Americans that go over there, and I'm so sick and tired of calling you black Americans, because the root of the tree, the root of the human race is in Africa. That, as far as I know, and evidently, scientifically, that's what it's been proven to be. So it don't matter what you call yourself now. And it sounds ignorant to me that a bunch of dog people want to keep fighting themselves while the rich people be in the back, behind the curtain, moving you around like a puppet, and you actually act like you don't know it. Some of you don't, but most of you do. You just feel like there's nothing you can do about the situation, so therefore just let me see if I could get by. But that's not going to happen. You know, right now, you want to know why they spend so much on defense and not enough on education, and why they only teach certain types of education. If it's a Western history, then it's valuable. If it's African history, then it's not. They don't want the sleeping giant to awaken. They don't want you black people to awaken. They don't want you red people to awaken. They don't want you yellow people to awaken. Because if you ever come together, their worst nightmare will be actually realized. But you can't come together when you stuck up here. We're supposed to be some of the most intelligent beings, you know, in the 21st century. But do our actions portray us to be those intelligent beings? No. What do our actions say? Too far enterprises.